The night everything changed didn't start with a scream. It started with a knock. A soft knock. Polite. Almost gentle. I still remember standing in my kitchen, holding a cup of tea that had already gone cold, when I opened the door and saw him standing there, smiling like he belonged in my life. I had no idea that by letting him inside, I was inviting the biggest lie I'd ever lived through. I was lonely back then, not in the dramatic way people imagine, just in the quiet, aching way where the house feels too big and your thoughts get too loud. After my family drifted apart, the walls of my home started to feel empty. I needed someone, anyone. That's when he showed up. He said he was a friend of a friend. He said he was just passing through. He said he only needed a place to stay for a few days. He looked tired, broken, like someone life had already punished enough. And I believed him. At first, he was everything you'd hope for. He helped clean the kitchen. He fixed a broken door I'd ignored for months. He laughed at my jokes and listened when I talked. It felt comforting. I told myself, see, not everyone in this world is dangerous. But something about him was always just slightly off. His stories never lined up. The details changed every time he spoke. Sometimes he would stare at me too long, like he was studying me instead of seeing me. When I asked about his past, he'd smile and change the subject. I should have pushed harder. I didn't. One evening, I came home earlier than usual. The house was quiet, too quiet. And then I noticed something strange. My bedroom door was open. I always close it. Inside, nothing looked stolen. Nothing looked broken. But something felt wrong. My drawers had been moved. My papers weren't where I left them. My personal things had been touched. That was the first time fear crawled up my spine. That night, I couldn't sleep. I heard him walking around the house long after the lights were off. Soft footsteps. Slow movements. Like he was searching for something. Or someone. When I asked him about it the next morning, he smiled. I was just getting water, he said. But his eyes didn't match his words. Days later, the truth found me. Not from him. From a stranger. A woman knocked on my door. She looked tired, angry, afraid. And when she saw him inside my house, her face went pale. "That's him," she whispered. "That's the man who lied to all of us." In that moment, everything collapsed. She told me about the other homes. The other people. The trail of broken trust he left behind. He wasn't stranded. He was hunting for places where kindness lived. And I had given him mine. I confronted him. He didn't deny it. He didn't apologize. He just stared at me and said something I'll never forget. "You were easy to believe me." That was the moment I realized. The scariest people don't break into your life. They smile their way in. I asked him to leave. He did slowly, calmly, like he still owned the place. When the door closed behind him, I sat on the floor and cried harder than I ever had before. Not because he was gone, but because I finally understood how close I came to losing myself. Now my home is quiet again. But it's a different kind of quiet. It's the kind that protects me. And every time I hear a knock, I remember, not everyone who asks for kindness deserves it. And not every smile is honest. If this story moved you, leave a comment and share your thoughts. And subscribe to At Woman's Stories 8 for more true emotional stories that reveal what people hide behind their smiles.